everyone, I'm Tasneem bringing you this week's movie review. Another biopic hit theaters last week, Sarbjit, based on the true story of Sarbjit Singh, an Indian man who was wrongfully imprisoned by the Pakistani government. The title role is played by Randeep Hooda. However, the real star of the film is Aishwarya Bachchan, who plays Dalbir Kaur, Sarbjit's sister, who tirelessly fights for justice and her brother's freedom for 23 years. The film is a heavy watch. However, with a talented cast and director, let's see if justice was given to the story of Sarbjit.
मैं सिर्फ जी रही हूँ। जिंदगी तो सरबजीत के साथ ही वापस लौटेगी।
मशाल एक हो या 1,00,000, सिर्फ एक चिंगारी की जरूरत है उसे जलाने के लिए।
After a drunken night, a farmer, Sarbjit Singh, crosses the India-Pakistan border and is immediately apprehended by the Pakistani police and jailed for being Ranjit Singh, a terrorist who was responsible for attacks on the Pakistani soil. This begins the long struggle of Sarbjit's sister Dalbir and his wife, played by Richa Chadha, and their attempts of freeing him at any cost. The story is truly heartbreaking, and knowing that it's true makes it all the more painful to witness. The real story is one that everyone needs to know and was definitely worth telling, so kudos goes to director Umang Kumar for bringing it to the big screen and the audiences today. But unfortunately, the movie is an over-the-top melodrama that is very high on the emotional aspect. Given that the content was already tragic, there was no need to make it a heightened drama rather than a powerful story. The film fails to be moving despite the overwhelming sadness of the story. The main reason for this is the writing, which places Sarbjit's sister as the center of the plot rather than the title character and his plight. There are a few scenes which stand out and manage to truly evoke emotion from the viewers, but aside from that, most of the film is inconsistent and fails to steer us in the way it should. Aishwarya Bachchan, as the main lead of the film, gives an earnest performance. She's truly given her all to portray the loving Punjabi sister who puts everything at stake for the release of her brother. But Aishwarya's shrill dialogue delivery and at times over-the-top gestures takes away from her performance, and since the movie relies on her character the most, it definitely affects the film as a whole. Richa Chadha has a smaller role as the wife who waits her whole life for the return of her husband. She doesn't have too many moments in the film, but the few that she does, she manages to shine. But the real star of Sarbjit is the man playing the role himself. Randeep Hooda is excellent as a weakened prisoner. The amount of preparation and work he has put into the role clearly shows, including the amount of weight he had lost for the prison scenes. But sadly, his scenes are kept to a minimum as the focus of the film is on the star Aishwarya's Dalbir. The character's slow aging and makeup is one that needs to be noted. Randeep Hooda's change from a healthy Punjabi man to a shriveled, skinny prisoner is wonderful. Even Aishwarya's aging over the years is well done. There are a few songs in the film, most of them are unnecessary, but a few work well as a backdrop. Towards the end of Sarbjit, the filmmaker turns the movie into a patriotic film, one that aims towards India-Pakistan politics. With these kinds of inconsistencies and over-the-top drama, Sarbjit remains to be a typical commercial fare and fails to truly move us despite the sad and heartbreaking story. We're going with 2 stars. Sarbjit is a one-time watch that can be saved for an at-home viewing.